It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it's the Washington Wizards as they'll be playing against the Hawks in Atlanta. For Atlanta, it's been all about winning games right now. They split the season series against these guys last season, 2 games apiece. Should be a good one tonight. Battling it out tonight, 2 offenses that tend to live and die by the 3. Shaq, do you think the league is becoming too perimeter-oriented?
Yeah, Kenny knows this. He has 2 rings. I have 4. Championship-level teams usually challenge you outside and inside. You got to keep the defense guessing, Ernie.
Well, the perimeter offenses have become a lot more sophisticated. 25 feet from the baskets, it's hard to impose your physicality against anyone on the defensive
There's
end.
nothing sophisticated about jacking up 83s in the game.
Well, you know what? It's hard to be physical when guys are not even coming near you.
For a guy who liked to shoot the 3, would you like to be playing today?
I would, not to toot my own horn.
Go ahead, toot yours.
But I'm going to toot it. I would average easily a 20-point game. Easily 20 a game. Being able to take the amount of threes that they're able to take, 20 would be, I would be disappointed.
Drown him out.
I would be so disappointed if I didn't get 20 every night. This is the easiest era to play it. How can you shoot up 23s and call yourself a point guard? So, this is ridiculous. Any scrub can play in this era. Kevin, anybody can play in this era, Kevin. Anybody.
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. Last outing for Atlanta, they won that game against the Golden State Warriors.
And I felt like they came out of that with a terrific game plan, especially on the offensive end.
The defense seemed to be swirling and guessing about where the attack was coming from, inside, outside, and in transition.
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Well, guys, John Wall was the #1 overall pick in 2010, but he still thinks he's got a lot left to prove. Now, a bone spur in his knee held him back for several years. He's gotten the surgery now, and he says, some people get their success early. Some get theirs late. I feel like my time is just beginning. Kevin?
Certainly one to watch, David. Thanks. Interconference battle tonight, Brent. You could feel the change in atmosphere when you go up against a rival.
No doubt about it.
It's amazing.
Not only the teams are feeling it, but there's something to the fan bases who understand, these guys. I don't care if we win another game. We want to win this game
one,
tonight.
Yeah. That's important. So Atlanta will get the first possession. So a look at the starters for the Wizards. Inside, we've got Morris and Howard. All at point with Beal to his side. They're the deadly backcourt pair. And it's Green in at the small forward. Now here's Bazemore. Drains it from 9 feet away.
The coaching staff asking a lot of Kent Bazemore, especially there to play in the pick and roll. He jumps on that available space on the pick and cashes in.
Bazemore against Beal. Len grabs the board. Prince the pass to Bazemore. The feed to Collins. Good work defensively by Morris. 3-on-3. Wall wide open. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
When a guy is capable of so many things like that on the offensive end, anytime you lose sight of him, he's got a huge advantage.
Young dishes to Bazemore. Prince kicks it to Bazemore. Passes it to Len, and the dunk by Len.
And all the credit for that bucket has to go to Bazemore. He just knows how to fire passes into perfect spots for his guys.
Wall with the bounce pass. Pass to Morris. Stolen by Collins. Bazemore against Beal. And Bazemore kicks to Collins. Hawks passing it around. Down low. Prince's shot is good.
Well, he's getting bodied up, but Taurean Prince has a pretty decent body himself, so not minding it one bit.
Young against Wall. Pass to Beal. From the arc. Traps in the tray. Beal's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Oh, nice screen. Really a poor defensive reaction and the obvious result.
Yeah, when you fail to get over the top, more than likely that jumper is going to go down.
Young against Wall. Over in the corner, Green. Outside, Wall. Back to Green. Lays it up off the glass. Green's got his first points in this one.
That's a talented guy getting too easy a look. Might have been a miscommunication on that one.
Well, just the first quarter, everyone's still getting adjusted. That said, on defense, you have to bring help sooner.
Bazemore misses. The Wizards have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. The pass to Green. Dishes it to Wall. To the inside. Stolen by Len. Prince against Green. Kicks it out to Prince. Hits it from three-point range. Prince has got 5 points so far.
Wow, Prince has a little daylight, and that shot looked true.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Beal gets a wide open look. Len grabs the board.
And I know we want to assume these shots are going in. The defense definitely blew an assignment there, but still got lucky.
Green against Prince. 6 on the shot clock. He doesn't hit that one. And it's Washington the other way. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Away from home, you got to execute, and they did that flawlessly.
Never really perfect on the offensive end, and probably 1 or 2 possessions they'd love to have back, but on the whole, a tremendous synergy on offense.
Now here's Len. Young. Wall with a block. And here's the fast break. Beal leading the way. And the wide open shot from Green. Offline with his 3.
You can tell just by looking at his body language that he didn't want to take that shot, although the defense was more than willing to let him attempt it.
Bazemore against Beal. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, crazy to think that Bazemore was mostly known for elaborate bench celebrations in Golden State before coming to Atlanta, but he's worked his way up and has eventually become a starter and a very important player, key player for these Atlanta Hawks.
The free throw dropped for Bazemore. Well, for Bazemore, working his way up has been a theme for his career.
Yeah, undrafted out of ODU, Old Dominion. He got reps in the Summer League and the D League, as it was known at the time, now the G League. And every challenge that he's met it head on with great enthusiasm and has found a way to gain a coach's confidence. Here we are now.
And so Bazemore nails both of them.
Bazemore showing what every lefty has, and that's craftiness. Just uses his body very well and takes smart shots within the offense.
Now here's Wall. A 29-point game for him in the win against the Knicks in New York.
Well, the thing he did most was fluster the defense. I really liked how he showed no fear and constantly attacked the lane and drew contact, which in turn got him the free throws.
And Atlanta has possession. Passes it to Young. He kicks it to Len. And there's the call on Howard. That's foul number 2 for him.
A little over-aggressive. He's got to dial it back if he wants to stay on the floor. 2 fouls in the first. Tough to overcome.
The Wizards making a switch here. Mahimi's checked in. Bazemore against Beal. From 10 feet out, Bazemore gets the bucket. Bazemore's got his second basket of the night.
Terrific use of the drive by Bazemore, running straight at the D and getting that one to go.
From deep, Wall in the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest. And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks. And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. And we see it so often, Brent. A good team gets up for a big game and they win. And then they fall down with their performance and lose to an inferior club the very next game.
Interesting point, because last year we saw this so much with the eventual champion Golden State Warriors, where they just seemed to be disillusioned with some of the competition on a given night, playing down to their competition. So if I was a coach in this league, I would use them as an example that even the best team in the business struggles with this, and you have to find a way out of it. We're not the Warriors. We want to be the Warriors, so we got to break out of this funk a lot quicker, and this cannot be part of our identity as we move forward.
Now here's Prince. Against Golden State, he was really on his game. And Young kicks to Prince. Just 5 on the clock. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. And finished off by Collins.
More and more signs of the skill set of Taurean Prince as he finds an open teammate.
Wizards trail by 3. Pass to Morris. Rebounded by the Hawks.
Defense timed that out perfectly. Love the aggressiveness, and then they changed the shot's direction.
Pass to Collins. Shot's good from Young.
And this is why Young is so dangerous. He just gets that shot off so fast before the defense can react.
Now here's Wall. He's got 7. Mahimi kicks to Morris. Beal taking his time here. Great open look there. Beal's got 5 now. The Hawks leading by 4. Young up top, covered by Wall. That one good for 2.
You know, showing he's able to finish on the drive, I really enjoy watching Young take that initiative and capitalize.
Now here's Wall, providing around 26.5 points a game. Rarely has an off night. And stolen by Bazemore. To the inside, and the dunk by Len.
Yeah, Len's not going to settle for anything else. A dunk on the inside goes up strong.
Wizards trail by 8. Here's Wall. He dishes it to Beal. And a little luck that time, but it drops. He has 7.
Right now he is locked in. He's getting great shots, and he's burning the D in a variety of ways.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
And Bradley Beal earning that first All-Star nod in 2018, a top 20 scorer. He can hurt you from just about anywhere on the court.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Len. Anderson comes in for Taurean Prince. Vince Carter, he's checked in for Kent Bazemore. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Young. And then for Washington, Kelly Oubre's checked in for Markieff Morris. Austin Rivers comes in for Jeff Green. And Zedaransky subbed in for John Wall. Now here's Lin. Last game he had 10 points. Shot clock at 2. Beal with the steal. And finished off by Beal.
And that's how you do it, guys. Ball pressure and then get some runouts.
And Atlanta has possession. They lead by 4. And Beal just turned 25. Have we seen his best, or do you think he can take his game to even another level?
I think the key is going to be him staying healthy. Injuries have kind of plagued him early in his career. With health, he'll be able to refine his game and fortify his defense and expand that offensive repertoire. No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. Now here's Beal. 14 points from him the last game against New York.
Loved his passing tonight as well. He was just cutting the defense to pieces out there.
A nice shot by Rivers.
That's what you get with a bigger guard, a guy that can carve out a little bit more space, and Rivers does a good job that time.
Now here's Dedmon. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. Mahinmi against Land. Just 4 to shoot. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. Bounce pass from Beal. Oubre passes to Rivers. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Ooh, an effortless floater from Austin Rivers.
Carter outside. Baseline J on the way. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Well, get in your rocking chair as Rivers does the weave through the D. Makes that look easy.
Here is Carter after Austin Rivers score. Back to Dedmon. And Dedmon throws it down.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Yeah, it's funny how you see so many picks, but this one sets up the defense well. No one rotates over. Bang.
Here's Beal following the bucket by the Hawks. And the shot no good, a bit short. Anderson with the ball. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Golden State, and the officials called traveling violation. Here's a peek now at the 2K leaderboard. This year, these teams have made the most of their offensive rebounds. The Hawks, number 1.
You know, they've been so aggressive on the offensive boards, and they're earning every one of those second-chance buckets with that relentless effort.
Lynn against Satoransky. Kicks it to Mahinmi. The pass to Rivers. Off the mark from 16 feet out.
Defense has to feel fortunate. Somehow he missed that opportunity, and still, there's no reason for them to give up that kind of open shot.
Now here's Lynn. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Inside, here's Dedmon, and the rejection by Mahinmi. Oubre with it, working on Collins, and he makes that one. Beal's got it all tied up now for the Wizards.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Here's Lynn. Tie game in Atlanta. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. Some big goals for John Wall, looking to become the best he can be.
Just keep getting better defensively. I want to be all defensive first team. I definitely want to be in MVP conversations. I want to get this team to the Eastern Conference Finals. And I mean, it all starts where you have to win. You got to be a leader to compete every night. And you know, some nights when you take those nights off, MVPs don't take nights off.
And GA, that's exactly what you want to hear from your leader.
And if he stays healthy, Wall has the talent to put himself in that MVP conversation. He's that kind of player.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
Aggressive defense in that first period. They forced several miscues.
You just start to wonder, how did we get to this score at the end of one? I think those steals really established momentum in their favor.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Washington, they've got Thomas Satoransky, Kelly Oubre out there with Luke Babbitt. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Howard in at the 5 spot.
The Hawks were super young last year, and they had all the troubles that come with youth. Inconsistency, guys trying to find out what their role is for the year, lots of turnover problems and questionable shot selection. And now they're younger this year. So if you're a fan of the Hawks, patience is the key.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Bradley Beal became a first-time All-Star in 2018, but he knows the next step is becoming a better leader. He said, "Sometimes I can be nonchalant, locked into myself and not saying anything. It's just my personality, and as a leader, you can't be that way. You have to encourage your teammates and don't be afraid to say things. Don't be afraid to be a leader." Kevin?
Good story, D.A. Thank you. Here's Rivers, following the score by Vince Carter. And Austin Rivers out of Duke, an elusive 6'4" combo guard.
I mean, a great handle, and he's found most of his offensive success with this development as a long-range shooter. It's gotten to the point now where you want him to put it on the deck.
Shooting 2.
He's off on the first. Brent, as we take a look at lineups around the NBA, teams trying to go with 5 highly skilled players at once. Where does that leave the traditional big?
Well, most teams just don't have one now, Kevin. I mean, they're just not on the roster.
They're hard to find, yeah.
Well, they're hard to find, but there just aren't many out there. So a lot of teams just elect not to have one. And what we're seeing over the course of the last couple years is the matchups when all of a sudden a Whiteside is going to see a Drummond, or you're going to see all of a sudden Valanciunas play against DeAndre Jordan. It's usually because you have one, we'll play ours kind of mentality.
Great positioning on the putback. Now it's a 4-point Hawks lead.
Dedmon using his length that time on the offensive end.
Now here's Rivers. Defense right on him. And there's the foul. It's on Dwayne Dedmon. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Alex Lenz checked in for Carter. Now here's Satoransky. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Here's Rivers. Dedmon with the block.
We've got to respect the wingspan that time of Dwayne on that end. Look, you go up like that and you're a dead man.
And so Satoransky will bring it up for Washington. 4-point game. They can look forward to the Quicken Loans Arena after this game in a matchup against Cleveland. They're in the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3. Now, here's Dedmon. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. The shot, no good. Oubre with it. He's against Anderson. Herter somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. And the Hawks lead by 4.
That floater is a thing of beauty, effective when it's used the right way.
Rivers kicks to Satoransky. A floater. Washington needs to get a shot off here. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
And a moment here to look at some of the stats for Dedmon. 16th in blocks. And don't forget, top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And yeah, you see he's been doing this all year. One of the best shot blockers in the league, always threatening to send it back in style. Lynn kicks to Len. And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That is his first foul of the game. Atlanta making some changes. Taurean Prince comes in for Anderson. Young is subbed in for Jeremy Lin. And then for Washington, Jeff Green, he's checked in for Oubre, and John Wall subbed in for Satoransky. The rebound by Jeff Green. Wizards trail by 4. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Taurean Prince.
And the length of Green is a real issue for the D. His arms just go forever, which often results in a lot of shooting fouls for him.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
And the former Hoya Green, a rangy forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
Kent Bazemore's checked in for the Hawks. And a change for the Wizards. Morris is checked in. And Jeff Green drops them both.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Now, here is Young. He picked up 27 points in their last win against Golden State. No good with the elbow jumper.
Somehow, some way, he couldn't get that one to fall from in between. Got to take advantage of the weak defense when you can.
Green kicks to Wall. Back to Green. In the corner, it's Morris. And another miss by Washington. The Hawks leading. Down low, Prince. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And looking at Prince's game, you know, he could be the ultimate complementary player. A good shooter, doesn't need a ton of touches, solid enough on defense, and is showing signs of improvement.
The Hawks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
First one falls for him. And with Prince, his versatility between forward spots also is an asset to the team.
And when I called Prince a complimentary player, I didn't mean it as a slight. Just plays with an approach and style that fits well with any team and any leading scorer. Players like him tend to have a long, productive career in our league.
And both free throws good for Prince. Getting open in the NBA, not an easy task, and there are a lot of players that are so good moving off the ball.
I think the first couple guys that come to mind are J.J. Redick and Kyle Korver. Old school style in which they operate like a Rip Hamilton. And if you go back, Mitch Richmond, where they're using a multitude of screens, seemingly never stopping during an offensive possession and causing some kind of confusion. So J.J. and Kyle Korver are still doing exemplary jobs of off-ball movement.
And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Washington. They trail by 1. Passes it to Morris. Puts up a 3. No good that time. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. This their first look at this year's Washington squad.
2 conference rivals. I mean, they'll play each other a total of 4 times this season.
And guys, this first meeting always sort of sets the tone for how the rest of the season series will play out. For teams that know each other this well, this initial game is a big one.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. To the right side. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And that's the advantage of having a lead guard who can both pass and shoot. Young draws attention, then takes advantage of a poor rotation defensively.
Now here's Rivers. 8 points for him. Howard, that's good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Atlanta's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That's his first foul. Beal's checked in for Austin Rivers. Tipped away. It's stolen by Morris. The open shot, Green. The putback, great positioning on the putback. Howard's got the game tied up here for Washington.
Well, that's when you love to see the strength of Dwight Howard marching through the defense and just ripping away the second chance opportunity for an easy score.
Now here's Bazemore. 8 points for him. And the turnover again by Atlanta. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east. Already we are in December. Taking a look at Atlanta. Here in the early part of the season, they've acquired the third best record in the conference. And of course, the Washington Wizards. Right now, they're 5 spots below them.
And, you know, right now for Atlanta, you know, this happens every year. A team outperforms expectations early. You wonder, is this just an anomaly or is this something they can sustain?
Well, it could be hard for them to keep this rolling, but the initial boost of confidence for all these players could help them weather any storms on the horizon.
Back to Wall. On the wing, Morris. Guarded by Prince. No good on the shot. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. Washington's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. The drive by Green and the foul on Kent Bazemore. That's his first foul. Collins checked in for Atlanta. Mahimi's checked in for Washington. Morris kicks to Green. Wizards passing it around. Beal against Bazemore. 5 to shoot. Here's Wall. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Wall's got 9 points.
And I just love the way Wall kind of knifes through that defense. He is masterful at slashing to the rim.
And the dunk by Len.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, especially in a game that is this close, every possession counting. That was just one side wanting it more than the other.
Washington with the ball, following the bucket by the Hawks. Mahimi kicks to Beal. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by Young.
Yeah, that was $1 million crossover to free him up, but that finish, I'd give him 50 cents.
Pass to Bazemore. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Now Beal, 11 points in the game. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. First trip to the line for him here.
Yeah, he's averaging 80% from the line, and he has been as steady as they come at the stripe.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Atlanta making a switch here. Carter's checked in. And both free throws good for Beal.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Young against Wall.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
He kicks it to Mahimi. The dish to Beal. And another miss by Washington.
He sunk that 3 in the first, but's yet to make another one.
Bazemore passes to Prince. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And it's Wall with the ball for Washington. Here's Beal. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
He's been on his A game, seeking good shots, and he's a huge reason why tonight they're winning.
There's the foul. It's on Mahinmi. That's his first foul. Atlanta making some changes. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Prince, and it's Jeremy Lin in for Kent Bazemore.
Dwayne Dedmon. Jeremy Lin.
.157 left in the first half. Lin the pass to Collins. Young dishes to Collins. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Just wonderful form on the J from Lin, dropping it in the face of the D.
Wall looking for an opening. Young with the steal. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical. And I'll tell you, Trae Young, go big or go home. Always gives you 100%, as competitive as they come. And the young fella wants to win so badly, sometimes that emotion really comes out.
Luke Babbitt, he's checked in for the Wizards. Oubre comes in for Jeff Green.
One shot.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. And you know, Greg, it's amazing the impact Young makes, especially, of course, on the offensive end.
High-level shot maker, a threat the moment he crosses half court. Instinctive playmaker, just needs to play more within himself and avoid over-dribbling.
Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now here's Lin. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. Shots good from Young.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Washington's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. And here's Wall. 9 points in the game so far. And Beal kicks to Oubre. Pass to Babbitt. Shot clock at 5. He can't hit that time. Atlanta's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The shot's good from Carter.
You know, he didn't score the ball much in the first quarter, but he has been really, really solid during the second quarter. I expect a big game from him now.
Wall against Young. Outside, Wall. There's the pass to Beal. From deep three-point range. Got it!
Whoa.
He got it! What a shot!
Wow, what a miracle heave to finish off the quarter. How'd he get that one to go?
He's excited.
Bradley Beal, he's been the guy making things happen for Washington. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Bradley, great first half for you. Look, we know you come from a football-playing family. It looked like you wanted to establish control in a football-type way in the first half.
Oh, you have to. This is a physical game. You see the refs they call a lot of hard fouls, but sometimes they don't call them. So, I mean, you can't complain about it. You just have to just keep attacking. And these guys are big. I mean, this is the NBA, so you have to be physical and not complain and try to go strong every time you go to the basket.
Bradley, thanks for your time. We'll see you in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, tremendous first half. Glad to have you back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Bradley Beal had it going on in the first quarter. He had 21 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 steal. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Wizards.
Well, I love the way they're pushing the tempo, beating the defense down the floor, filling the lanes, finishing with authority, Ernie, getting to the rim and finishing hard.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Hawks.
Well, you want to try to hold your opponent under 50% shooting. That has not happened. Defensively, they're allowing way too many good looks. They need to do a better job of shutting down the lane, as well as closing out on shooters.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks
Goodbye,
for
folks.
joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
We return to Atlanta with a spectacular look from above. The Sky View Ferris wheel there in the background. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Bradley Beal having a dominant impact in this game.
And so far, he's giving them great production from deep. They've been able to kind of spread the floor because of it.
Well, his shooting has fueled the offense, and we'll see if they can get him the ball to see if he can keep it going in the second half.
And it's Wall with the ball for the Washington Wizards. They lead by 1. Young and Bazemore team up in the backcourt. And it's Prince outside at the 3 with Collins down at the power forward. And it's Len in at center locking down the middle. So that's the Hawks 5. Now here's Green. Shot clock at 2 from deep. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And a chance to now check out the scoring distribution between the front court and the backcourt players tonight for the Wizards.
And it's been guard play, which really has shouldered the burden offensively here. They'd like a bit more production from the front court, but in the meantime, this backcourt has kept them in the game.
Bazemore finds Young. Prince outside. Down low. Bazemore. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Bazemore's got the first basket of the third quarter for Atlanta. Washington's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Passes it to Beal. Fires top of the key. That's down the hatch. Notch one more to his total. That's 9 for 15 shooting. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Shot by Wall. Rebound Atlanta. It's Young on the wing.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, maybe lazy play calling or just going through the motions on that possession. This often leads to a bad shot.
A new head coach, Lloyd Pierce, is looking to bring a defensive approach to the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah, and Pierce has the resume you would want from a defensive coach. He came up in those teams in Memphis during the grit and grind time and learned some defensive techniques from Brett Brown in Philadelphia. Helped them last year on the defensive end to be a much stingier defense in the league.
Here's Beal following the basket by Trae Young. Shoots over Bazemore. And again, Washington no good.
Well, if they had an edge at halftime, they might have lost it beginning this half, 1 of 5.
Back to Young. Kicks it to Prince. A three-pointer off the mark.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Lobbed up there for Howard.
And Howard has a high field goal percentage for a reason. He takes smart shots deep in the offense.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That'll be his second foul of the game. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Bazemore for 3. Goes back up. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
For Atlanta, they have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department. Satoransky's checked in for Bradley Beal.
One shot.
Even after a number of years in this league, Len still feels like a developmental project.
Well, out of the 5 positions, centers seem to be not only the latest guys to develop, but also with the way the game is going, you wonder what their position is in today's game. You look at Marcus Gasol, he didn't become elite until he turned about 30 years old. Hassan Whiteside, DeAndre Jordan, it takes some time, Kevin. Well, he made 1 3 in the first half, but he hasn't found a way to connect again from outside during the second.
Satoransky against Bazemore. Satoransky, the pass to Howard. Stolen by Collins. Down low. Here's Prince. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Prince has got his 3rd basket of the night right there. And Wall kicks to Satoransky. Outside, Wall. Good on the 3-point shot.
Look, I checked the numbers, guys. We know he is great from out there. He made 1 in the first half. Now he has 1 so far in this half. Look out.
Len, good.
Oh, you can contest his shot, but he's so big, he can use that length just to score over the top of most every defender.
Pass to Satoransky. Feeds to Green. Out to Morris from outside the arc. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Morris has got it all tied up now for the Wizards. And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Prince against Green. The kick out to Young. Prince outside. Clock at 6. The 3. Dwight Howard grabs the board. Howard's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Here's Green. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Hawks shooting in this game, 45%. And Young now, top of the key. Over Morris. Atlanta working now with the new shot clock. Prince, the pass to Collins. Up top, Bazemore. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
Well, once Bazemore gets the ball off the pass, he immediately skies up for the jump shot and nails it. You like to see that kind of assertive, aggressive, confident attitude.
Now here's Wall. 12 points for him. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Trae Young.
And Wall has said he wants to be in the MVP conversation moving forward. A terrific floor general with unreal athleticism.
For Washington, they have shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6. And that one falls for John Wall. And Greg, last season there were some signs that maybe some of his teammates didn't like playing with John Wall. Why would they say that?
You know, Wall sits almost every season in the top 3 in assists. Not a stat you associate with selfishness. Sometimes it's really about personality.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Kelly Oubre comes in for Morris, and it's Rivers in for Green. And so he makes both from the line. Atlanta's shooting down near the 40% mark since halftime. They've been slow getting going. Anderson kicks to Lynn. Back to Anderson. 5 on the clock. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Anderson's got his first 2 points. And the Wizards with possession. A 2-point game. Pass to Howard. Here's Satoransky, and it's blocked. Now the pass to Lynn. Dedmon in the corner. Outside, Lynn. To the middle, Howard with the steal. Lynn against Wall. And the slam dunk by Wall.
And he can just fly. Well, we know that about Wall now, that he's got plenty of ways to finish at the rim once he gets up, and beyond.
Now here's Anderson. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Dedmon passes to Lynn. 6 on the shot clock. To the wing right side. Washington's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. Herter. Sweet little floater. He has 7.
That floater is a thing of beauty, effective when it's used the right way.
Washington's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. To the left side wing. Here's Anderson, and he banks in the layup. Now it's a 4-point Hawks lead.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Howard finds Wall. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
And just the overall aggressiveness. Wall enjoys taking on a challenge and succeeding, especially when the D is all over.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Carter, he's checked in for Collins. And then for Washington, Mahimi's checked in for Howard. And it's Luke Babbitt in for John Wall. Good on the triple.
And really the defense not organized on that inbounds play. And boy, do they pay the price with the triple.
And Satoransky kicks to Rivers. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And Carter picks one up.
Austin Rivers, the 10th overall pick in 2010. Things didn't work out in New Orleans and found a home in L.A. with the Clippers, playing for his father, and now a member of the Washington Wizards as somebody who can come in and give him some backup scoring potential.
The free throw drops for Rivers. Well, Brent, Austin Rivers, the first ever NBA player coached by his father. Have you ever sensed any tension with that relationship?
I don't think I sensed any tension, but I'm sure it was awkward for the time that Austin was in L.A. with the Clippers for some of the teammates around, and then Austin signing a lengthy extension. It made a lot of people raise an eyebrow, but his game has developed. He's gotten better as a pro. And now he's going to have an impact for this Washington Wizards team this season where they're going to need some help, and that's scoring punch off the bench.
Now, here's Dedmon. Hawks passing it around. Herter, he's guarded by Rivers. Hits the three-point bomb.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
Satoransky, the pass to Mahimi. And there's the foul. It's on Dwayne Dedmon. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Wizards making a switch here. Beal's checked in. Babbitt kicks to Oubre. And he uses the glass on the layup. Oubre's got his first 2 points of the night.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Herter, he's covered by Beal. It's stolen by Mahimi. Oubre passes to Beal. Wasted no time on that one. Now just a 2-point Atlanta lead.
I do so enjoy watching a bounce pass executed that perfectly.
Dishes it to Dedmon. And Dedmon throws it down.
Really moves well out there, Dedmon, for a guy his size, and you check out the lift on that dunk.
Here's Rivers. 10 points for him. He kicks it to Babbitt. Fires from deep. That one's not going to go. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. Outside, Lynn. Down low. And finished off by Anderson.
And really, Lynn has a terrific feel for this offense. Just seems to know whenever one of his guys is open.
Wizards trail by 6. Pass to Babbitt. To the paint. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Anderson right side. And again, it's Atlanta.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for Washington. Kicks to Oubre. Here's Babbitt with the 3. It's Dedmon with the rebound. Atlanta leading by 8.
If they play it right, we're talking a 2-for-1.
Yeah, this is where it comes down to really good clock management, and you want to maximize each of your possessions.
Washington's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. Atlanta's shooting well. 50% from the floor. Anderson dishes to Lynn. Shot clock at 6. Here's the teardrop. He can't get that one.
And I really thought he was going to send that shot the other way, but at least he forces the miss.
Well, just good timing on his part. Anytime the shooter has to adjust, the defense wins.
And so it's Atlanta holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We've got more in store for you right after this. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. The Hawks leading by 8. Fourth quarter on the court for the Wizards. Rivers and Beal in the backcourt. Mahimi is out there with Green, and it's Oubre in at the small forward spot.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Well, he's also crafty with how he approaches it. Right there, he uses just the right move to lay it in.
Now here's Beal. Now here's Oubre. Rivers with it. Shoots over Lynn. They kick it out to Green. Shoots a 3. Atlanta with the rebound.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That'll be his second foul of the game. Kent Bazemore's checked in for the Hawks. Young comes in for Jeremy Lin. And a switcher also for Washington. Morris is checked in. And the Hawks with possession here. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Now Prince. And Bazemore kicks to Dedman. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Smart around the rim. Dedman has the physical skills and the touch to be pretty effective from there.
Pass to Oubre. It's Beal on the wing. Back to Oubre. And finished off by Oubre.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Here's Dedman after the made shot from Kelly Oubre. Here's Bazemore. The teardrop falls in. Bazemore's got the lead up to 12 now for Atlanta.
And right now, Bazemore is really cooking from the field. His team should be feeding him the ball as much as possible, dangerous to the defense.
Now here's Beal. Back to Rivers. Oubre with it. He's against Young. And stolen by Dedman. Here's Prince. Prince controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Hawks lead by 14.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Rivers finds Green. Oubre with it. Carter on him. And so Washington again turning it over. Alex Len's checked in for the Hawks. And a switcher also for Washington. Dwight Howard. He's checked in for Oubre. Here's Young. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Prince with it. Now Green defending. Dedman passes to Young. Drills the three-pointer.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. Dwayne Dedman, not a big name in the NBA right now, Brent, but he's a very productive player in what time he sees on the floor.
Well, he never does anything without misstep out there. Great length for a player. He competes on both ends of the floor, and he bolsters up a front line no matter what position you put him at, the 4 or the 5.
Atlanta making a switch here. Collins is checked in. John Wall's checked in for Washington. Howard kicks to Morris. They kick it out to Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Wall. And another miss by Washington.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And it's been about that execution offensively. I mean, they have been superb.
Yeah, they're just absolutely getting anything and everything that they want out there. They have not let up.
Here's Wall after Taurean Prince's bucket. And here's Bazemore. To the middle, trying to find Len. Gets it to him. It's stolen by Green. Here's Wall. Outside, Green. Pass to Howard. They need this one. And the layup is good.
Hard for the defense to deal with the massive size of Howard. That kind of D does not affect a big guy like him in the slightest.
Now, here is Young. They get the rebound. Kicks it out to Prince. In the corner, Bazemore with it. The tray. Kept alive by Atlanta. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. John Collins has some areas of his game, Brand, he'd like to improve, but finishing at the rim isn't one of them.
No, definitely not. He's 6'10" and just explosive when he gets around the rim. Great composure in traffic, and I don't think he gets rattled at all by contact down there. I think he gets to salivating a little bit to have those big finishes that we saw in his rookie campaign.
One team owner proposed that we should abolish the draft and have free agency for rookies, maybe giving lesser teams a bigger pool of money to spend. Just some of the ideas that these teams are in the league is throwing out there.
Well, that's an interesting idea. The one that I heard about last summer was in Houston trying to flip-flop free agency and the draft so that all of a sudden what you can do is draft players after it is that you've made all your free agent acquisitions, so you could draft positionally, you know you're set up for your team next year. And the more I've thought about that, Kevin, coming into this season, the more I like it. So we'll see what kind of traction that gets.
Wizards trail by 18. Here's Green. That's tipped.
Such a good defender, Taurean Prince. Physical, good lateral movement, and has the tools there to snuff out a shot.
And the foul called on Markieff Morris. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
I don't know if you push the panic button now, but that's the 4th personal, and he needs to stay aggressive out there. So going to be interesting to see how he plays moving forward.
Collins kicks to Len. The Hawks working the ball around. Bazemore inside the three-point line. And it's good off the back rim and in. And the Hawks lead by 20. For Washington, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the 4th quarter. Wall finds Green. Here's Morris. And the rejection by Collins. To the inside. And finished off by Collins.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Wall dishes to Beal. They double-team Beal. Here's Morris. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
You know, you hear that A word all the time, aggressive, and sometimes just being that can turn your game around. He's been that in the second half, their go-to guy here.
Now, here's Collins. Young taking his time here. In Atlanta again with the bucket.
Right there, you see it. Young's ability to operate out of that pick and roll, very advanced for a player of his age.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Yeah, it's funny how you see so many picks, but this one sets up the defense well. No one rotates over. Bang.
Bazemore for 3. He can't get that one to fall. Now the Wizards take it the other way. The drive by Green. Beal the pass to Green. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Atlanta leading by 18. Now here's Bazemore. Young in the corner. Buries it down low. Young's got 19 points.
My goodness, what a move there to lose the defender. Got him on his heels, and then he made it look easy from there on in.
Now here's Howard. He dishes it to Beal. Off target from outside.
He was terrific shooting the ball in the first half, but he looks a little bit slower out there, possibly leg tired here in the second half.
Young against Wall. Over Young. Len grabs the board.
Just not sure if he ran out of energy at halftime or what, but so far just not himself in the second half.
Prince kicks to Young. And there's the pass to Collins. Prince up top, just 5 to shoot. Puts up a 3. It's John Wall with the rebound. Wall's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. The feed now to Bazemore. Beal with the steal. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bazemore.
Wizards ball.
Here's a look at what's coming up for Washington. On Saturday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Then on Monday, they'll go up against the Pacers in Indiana.
And looking at that Nets matchup, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
Now, here is Morris. Fires the three, and right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
You know, at least get a hand up. It's not too much to ask from a coaching staff. Just not intimidating defense at all on that possession.
Atlanta calls timeout. And Markieff Morris out of Kansas, a spread 4, as they say.
And able to stripe it from anywhere on the floor. A good secondary scorer who can also create his own shot on the block at times.
Yeah, and the Hawks making a change here. Dedmon's checked in. Atlanta leading by 17. Young with the ball. Now the dish to Dedmon. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. And Bazemore kicks to Dedmon. Prince outside. In the corner, Bazemore with it. Shot clock at 5. Trying his luck deep.
And Green's defense, very important to this team's success. The way he gets up in the face of whoever he's guarding, it becomes infectious to the rest of his guys.
And the shot is good.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Passes to Collins. And here is Dedmon. Here's Young. No good that time. Wall with some nice defense. Dishes it to Beal. Shoots over Bazemore. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. The Hawks leading by 15. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on Dwight Howard.
Full speed ahead. I mean, they have been in control since the opening tip, and that may have sealed the deal.
I can imagine a lot of things right now, but a comeback, that's not one of them.
One shot, gentlemen.
The free throw dropped for Bazemore. With Kent Bazemore, Brent, a lot of what he brings on the defensive end starts with his length, a very large, long arm span.
Yeah, not a picnic for any guard that's trying to navigate around the length of Kent Bazemore. He's always had an impressive steal and block total as the seasons have gone on, and the ball handler doesn't ever feel quite comfortable with Baze around.
Now here's Prince. Now Bazemore.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Hawks.
Nothing like second chance buckets to pick up the scoring pace.
Yeah, it was impressive how they piled on the extra points, hitting the offensive glass, and then also winning the 50-50 ball battle.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Trae Young.
He was everywhere, defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
A little shot fake there got the D out of position. And the Hawks lead by 20.
And they've earned this one, showing an ability to dominate in front of their home crowd.
Yeah, tick-tock and not much time on the clock left. Double-digit lead and coming up roses.
Now here's Beal. Outside, Wall. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Wall has hurt him in every way possible tonight. He's got firepower that really only a few guys in our league possess.
And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Jeremy, it really looked like defense got you guys going tonight and got them off their game.
Yeah, I mean, this might have been the hardest that we played, collectively for a whole game in a while. And I think everybody who really stepped out on the floor, they gave everything they had, and it was great to see.
Really was telling, Jeremy, how you guys got going. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brent Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you later.